Hello again, everyone. This is AgeOfDune, and I'm here again playing Minecraft. Alright, this last episode, I said we were going to try to go talk to the villagers, see what they can give us. I still intend to do that, so try to split up this iron. Make a couple more iron blocks. Simply for storage. There we go. I actually hadn't thought about doing this before seeing them do it in their MindCrack server. I don't need to worry about it for the gold yet because I don't have enough of it. But for that I did. Still have more iron too, so yeah, I'm gonna need that. But now off we go to it. Look, there's fire. What's burning? We're on our way to the village, but I want to see what's burning. There's tons of long grass around here, so when I do decide, when I actually get my farm finished, it'll be easy to find stuff. So, yeah, it's just randomly burning ground. Okay, well, whatever. Ah! What the heck? Okay, I still hear fire, but now I don't see it. Yeah, let's just leave this place before I get burned up. Unfortunately, I do not yet have a bed. I'd like to find some sheep as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, I guess in the meantime, I'm going to go back to my house. Oh, I'm really not sure. Because that's the whole reason we went caving, was because I didn't have a bed. But I don't want to go into the town at the moment, because if I do that particular, those little squares will be activated, and the monsters will spawn there, and I don't really want to get my little friends over there killed. So, as I am armored, I guess I can run around for the moment. Attempt to find me some sheep. Actually, I'm gonna go get shears first. What string do I have? Not much, if I remember right. I have like 2. Which is not going to be nearly enough. Yeah, 2. Alright. So, first off, let's go make those shears. And we can make another iron block. Put that in here. Almost have enough for another iron block. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that. This is done by now. Yeah. Already level 28 too, which is completely astounding to me. Alright, there we go. Another iron block, another iron. I guess one thing I could do is actually go down and at least start working on that spawner. But I'd really like to do this first because I want to be able to have my farm. Ah, crap! Yes! He didn't blow up my house. Surprise creeper. We are good. Thought for sure I was about to lose my house. Alright. There's a cow. Another cave system. It's probably part of the same cave system we just explored. But I don't know. Are there any sheep anywhere? Hey, look. Yeah, there's light coming from down there. So yeah, that is part of the same cave system. I'd really like to find some sheep. Or spiders. Don't worry about that another time. I have a feeling we're not going to be finding any sheep. Oh, found a skeleton. Okay. So there's one sword down. 8. Sleeping during the night is so much nicer. It's a lot better for you guys too, as when you don't sleep during the night, either I have to go out in the darkness, or I have to go caving. And while caving is not all bad, going in the darkness means that you don't get to see quite as easily. And I don't really like that. I mean, YouTube does have its little feature to fix up the lighting, so there is that. But I would still rather not be going out in the daytime, in the nighttime, I mean, so that you guys can see easily. But I did notice some light coming from over here. I doubt it is sheep, as sheep do not typically grow, but it's probably just lava. Yep, lava. It's a skeleton. What a jerk. Bye, Mr. Skeleton. Unfortunately, that means I do not get the, well, pretty much anything from it. Don't get the XP, don't get the arrows. I'm still not seeing any sheep. Whoa, stuff is burning. Apparently the lava's catching stuff on fire. Alright, well. Crap! Get a spider, buzz off. Fighting a zombie. Can't fight you. Okay. Alright, well. Suppose I'll go ahead and head back home. I'll stop the recording when I get there. Just wait out the night, I guess. Man. Now it's a skeleton. Am I really afraid of the skeleton? No. But I don't really want to fight him until... well... mostly until he wasn't in the water. Which I promptly made him go in the water. But, that's okay. On the plus side, there are a lot of spiders out here, so I can get the spider string for them. I just have to make sure not to die while doing it. I don't want this spider eye. I mean, spider eyes are nice and all, but I want their string. Got 3 at the moment. Got enough for a bow, but I already have a bow. I need another one. I need wool. I think it takes 9 for wool. 1 in each square. There's another creeper. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna blow. There's another spider. Oh, and a skeleton. Die, Mr. Skeleton. Die. Okay. Ah. One of the skeletons dropped another bow. That's one thing that is nice about this particular build and the previous one of Minecraft, is that you don't have to worry about your bows as much, because the skeletons drop tons of bows. And they, not only do they drop bows, but they drop enchanted bows. So sometimes I end up getting bows that are better than the ones I'm currently using. Always a nice thing. Don't have to enchant it myself, so I have an enchanted bow without spending any levels on it. Oh, it looks like the sun is coming up. Hey, Mr. Skeleton and Spider. Stop shooting me! Cave. Alright. Let's go get that skeleton's XP. And... oh, must have already got it. Alright, well, whatever. So I did get rid of my stone axe. I do intend to fence in the village area over there. Because I don't really... yeah, that was stupid. I don't want to lose my villagers. If you don't protect them, the monsters actually can spawn in there. The zombies. The zombies are the only ones that actually attack them. But, they do it pretty good. Pretty well. The villagers do not fight back. Now, if it does spawn an iron golem, the iron golem will fight back. But as of right now, I don't think they have an iron golem. You need a certain number of villagers before that happens. Now, they can try to hide inside their houses, but apparently the zombies can actually form raiding parties and just bust down the doors of the houses. So, then your villagers die. And if all your villagers die, you do not get more villagers. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. Hasn't happened yet, obviously. There's a couple villagers. I don't know which one is the blacksmith. What do you want? You want books? You want a diamond for apples? Nope. Is this one? 3 diamonds. Really? 3 diamonds for a... oh, you want a diamond pick. And 3 emeralds for a better pick. Alright, well, is there another one of you? Because I don't really want to give that to you. Considering I don't have it. Gravel and diamond makes 3 flint? That's pretty terrible. Fish for a diamond. So no, I did not get what I was... what are you? You have a bib on. You're the butcher. Yep. Meat for diamond. So it is a pretty nice way to get diamond, at least. Oh. I'll block that also. They don't fall. Actually, I'm going to block it off with cobble, so I know it's there. Ooh, ominous music. You want it for bread. I'm not giving you the stuff for bread. Emerald for arrows. Meh. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to be getting what I hoped for. Which I guess is fine. I mean, I do have the emeralds required. But I was still hoping. I don't want an upgraded pickaxe. I want you to give me a pickaxe. This is a pretty cool feature, though. Just being able to trade with them. I like that. Not sure I really like the trades. 3 diamonds and 10 gravel for 3 flint. That seems to me like a very unfavorable trade for me. Alright. So, I'm going to take my things and go home because they do not give me what I need. It does look like I am far enough away over here that the zombies do not spawn, as it didn't look like the villagers were at all hurt. So I am glad about that. I don't really want to lose my villagers, because if I do ever end up having something I can trade for them, I'd like to, you know, be able to use it. Alright, let me go plant me some sugarcane right by my river. Or by this little lake over here. Whatever. Sugarcane is very useful for the bookcases and stuff. For enchanting. There we go. Okay. So there's a sugarcane. I guess, as promised, I can begin working on my farm now. Where do I want it, though? Not altogether certain. I mean, I guess not that way, because that's there. I just want a flat area. It's fairly close to the house. It needs to be longer than it is wide, of course. Let's see. Wonder if this would work. One, 2, 3. There's the middle. 2, 3. There's the end. And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be where it comes down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'd be like that. That actually should work. Okay. Yep. Alright, I suppose the question is, do I want to flatten this out first? I think I actually will. So I'm going to go ahead and make me a shovel and just flatten it out so it's on the same level as my house. So I'm not having to go up for my farm. There's that. Hopefully one shovel's enough. If not, you know, I'm just right outside, so it'll be alright. Okay. I'll go ahead and destroy all these like this first. That way I get the seeds. Oh, the grass. Seeds are very nice to have when you're making a farm. Imagine that, right? Alright. So we've got that. Now. Okay. Make it slightly wider than it needs to be, just so I can work around it. Okay. So one thing I am going to have to do, I'm going to have to dig it 2 more layers down. The way I do the farm is I have the water on the bottom. Like I know I've talked about it before, but the water's on the bottom, and then I have dirt on top. So I'm going to have to do that again this time. Which means 2 layers down. The water goes at the bottom, and then the dirt gets placed again on the top. And then I have to decide what I want to put around it on the outside. Aw. Yeah, whatever. I have to dig down there anyway. That's the difference, right? Actually, let's see. If I remember right, that wasn't the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll fall down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So this is where we're following out. This is probably fairly somewhat boring to you guys. I'm just making this place. My apologies for that. Try to do some speaking, I guess. So I'm hoping you guys do still like it, even though, you know, parts like this. I've thought about doing like they do on the MindCrack server and on the main, the boring parts like this where you're just excavating, actually just stopping the recording and coming back. But I know that when I'm watching videos, I don't like that. I would be interested to see if you guys do like that, or if you would rather have me do like they do and just stop recording until it's done, or yeah, until it's done actually. I'd be willing to do that. It's just I wanted to make sure that you guys aren't like me before I do that. I like to see it being done. I like to see what all the stuff they put into it. Find it more interesting to see how they do things than just to see, hey, here's the finished product. I don't mind. Usually don't mind seeing them digging out flat blocks for a long amount of time, as long as they're keeping me interested. I'm trying to. I know when it does happen, I can just sit there and light this place up a little. I tend to just sit there surfing the internet on other sites and listening to them. Stories are the best part of the MineCraft, I've noticed. Yeah. I'll admit, when I was listening to some good stories, they're kind of sad. I do feel somewhat bad for him. I know my life has actually been fairly nice. I'm very fond of my family. Awesome people all around. I haven't had nearly the problems he has, and it kind of saddens me that he thinks that's normal. I mean, I guess when you grow up with it, you kind of have to believe it's normal. It's very sad. But I know my family has been awesome to me. I really used to live with them, you know, all the time, of course. I don't anymore. I did end up moving out a while back, so I got a job over here where I am now. Oh, hello. Got myself a job as a computer programmer, which I greatly enjoy. Originally found out about computer programming back in high school. Went to a collegiate high school, which is a very awesome thing down here in Florida, in this little area. You actually, you're fully attending college. Like, all of my classes at the time were college classes past the 10th grade. 10th grade, I think I had like 2 full high school classes, something like that. But once you're out of 10th grade, all of your classes are just regular college classes. So I took, you know, a regular college, physics, etc. And when you graduate, you actually graduate with an AA and your high school diploma. So I actually had my high school graduation after I had my graduation from my associate degree, which I thought was really kind of funny, getting an associate's degree before you get your high school diploma. I do know a lot of the a lot of the college students did not actually like us for some reason. I mean, I guess it's just the maturity level. Some of us were fairly mature, some of us were not at all. I know some of my friends like just do more goofing off. Didn't do very well in their classes and such, which is not a good idea. I mean, when you're in a school like that, the whole point of it is to get ahead in life. And when they goofed off like they did, they didn't get nearly as ahead in life as they could have. And some of them ended up not graduating high school at all, even though they were in this awesome school that would have given them a degree. So they ended up being just as far behind as they could have been had they just stayed at a regular high school. But for those of us who were actually willing to put in the work and stuff, it was a great program, and I absolutely loved it. It was fun to do most of the time. It was kind of frustrating at times too, but hey, it's school. What isn't? Oh. Okay, that's not yet. But yeah, I learned about some of the computer programming and stuff back then. Originally, you know, when I was really little, wanted to be oceanographer or a volcanologist. Mostly just because I liked the pictures. You know, they've got some awesome pictures they do. But as I looked into it for one of my classes, I came to realize that it was not going to be nearly as interesting as it sounded. It required a lot of papers and stuff. And I've never been very fond of writing papers. Especially not for stuff like that. It seemed like some of the more boring papers. So I ended up ditching that idea. I do enjoy the computer programming though, so I'm glad I found about that in college. Well, high school, college. So I ended up graduating high school with an AA in computer science, which I then went into college. And because of the number of hours I'd taken in high school, I actually wasn't able to go into college as a sophomore or freshman. I actually went in as a senior. So I went straight from being a senior in high school to a senior in college. I thought that was kind of funny at the time. Made me chuckle. So I went on from there, and for my bachelor's, I ended up getting a dual bachelor's. I got computer science and computer engineering. The computer engineering side, I really didn't enjoy. Computer engineering would be all the hardware, circuits, and the digital logic I liked, which is like pretty much Redstone, as it was, you know, the basis. One of the most frustrating things, though, about those classes was the fact that you had the components that everybody else had. And, you know, I'm not saying I wanted special components just for me or anything, but you never knew if the components were good. So you'd have these components, and you'd have this design that you spent all this work working on, and you'd get in the class and actually implement it with the components. 1, 2, 3, there. Only to find out that it didn't work. So you'd sit there stressing out about it and wondering why your design wasn't working. And it'd take you forever. And eventually you'd come to find out that your design was fine. It was just that the components were bad. So you put all this work into it. Ah! And then you finally end up trading out components. And it works fine. I know in one of my classes, this one actually was surprising to me. You had to order a special thing for it. It was a special board. And this one was actually programming. Microprocessor programming. That was It was very interesting, shall we say. Programming with the microprocessors was not easy. The low-level language like that, it's ugly. But alright. So this is where it needs to go down. That's where. Yeah. Crap. Microprocessors, yes. So I had this microprocessor computer that was required by the school. So I implemented my project and stuff for that particular class, and I had it all working theoretically in the emulator, because you had an emulator to test it. But when I actually got to class and tried to get it working, it wouldn't work. So I spent the entire class period trying to debug it and trying to figure out what was wrong. And I wasn't able to find anything. So I ended up not finishing that lab. And then the next week, we had another one that did the same thing. And yet again, I had this one going. Oh, crap. Oops. Yeah, it was right here, right? Alright, hold on. Yeah, so we had this, this nice little design. Hopefully it would work, and it ended up not working. Again. So I was really annoyed, and I was like, why isn't it working? It should work. I don't understand. Oh, crap. Does water automatically flow that way? Well, let's see. See if we can get around that. So I ended up asking the instructor for that particular class if I could borrow his, so I could see if maybe there we go. Excellent. That's exactly what I was wanting. Okay. If maybe it would work on his where it didn't work on mine. And then come to find out that it worked perfectly on his. So this device that I'd spent multiple hundreds of dollars on didn't work at all. Well, it did work for the first few projects, but when it came to a certain port, it just died. It didn't, that particular port didn't work. So what I thought was something that I had done in my code and spent forever and a day debugging ended up just being a simple problem that was caused by them. I was not happy with that. It was very frustrating coming to find out that I had done nothing wrong for that particular thing, and all the problem was caused by that. Yeah. So eventually after that, I think I used somebody else's for all my things, and I was able to get them done fairly easily on time from then on, because it was just regular coding from then. But it still annoyed me that I got a bad grade on that first little assignment for nothing more than something that I had nothing to do with. So yeah, that was one of the most frustrating things there. The circuits were the same way. You had resistors and all these different parts, but if they didn't work, you didn't know if it was them or if it was you. So it was craziness. Spend your class time debugging and then finally switch out a component only to find, hey, it wasn't my fault. But alright. That is it for today. It's a 30-minute period. Farm is coming along. The edges are at least mapped out. Let me finish mapping this particular thing out. can't do that with beef. So yeah, this is what the farm is going to. This is the size of the farm. The water is going to go here, and it's going to fall down into this hole, and then go rushing that way. Actually, as such. I will be having my pistons here and descending down, so that when they're when they're on, they will be blocking the water, and when the power goes off, the water will just come rushing out right here. So there we go. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please like if you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe if you'd like to see any more. I'll be coming up with more fairly soonish. Try to do at least 3 episodes a week of this. Eventually I'll be doing my other ones as well, so we'll have to see what happens then. Alright, thank you all again. Have a good day. Adios.